Hi, so I'm going to start reading this book to you. So it's called Hank Zipzer, and it is talking about the world's greatest underachiever. So the title of it is Niagara Falls, or Does It? So this book is about this little boy right here, and he is in school, and the back of it says Hank Zipzer. He is smart, he's creative, he's funny, his pencils are sharp, his binders are bound. He wants to do well in school. He really does. He tries not to be lazy like his parents claim he is. So why is he always getting in trouble? So, I'm going to try to read a chapter a day to you. And it's about 20 chapters, I believe. Yeah, 20 chapters. So, it'll be like 20 days of reading this chapter book. He's in 4th grade, so it's a little older than you are, but I think it'll be good. All right. Hank Zipzer, Niagara Falls, or Does It? Chapter 1. It started to buzz. I looked up. The loudspeaker above the door crackled and buzzed again. Then it started to shake. It was coming alive. Hank Zipzer, the loudspeaker said, report to the principal Love's office at once. I put my hands over my ears and slid down in my chair. How did it know my name? It was only the first hour of the first day of school, and already my name was coming out of the box on the wall. Everyone in class stared at me. Some kids giggled. A few of them whispered, but not Nick McCuntley. Nope. He cupped his hands over his big mouth and shouted, way to go, Zipzer boy! My teacher, Miss Olaf, shot me right a nasty look. Like so. Show no fear, I thought. Walk the walk. I stood up and strutted to the door like Shaq O'Neal taking center court. Okay. So I wear a size 4 shoe, and he wears a size 23. It's the attitude that counts. I'm long on attitude. Short on the shoe, but long on the attitude. When I reached the door, I turned to my best friend Frankie Townsend. If I don't come back, I told him, you can have my protractor. Don't forget to breathe in there, Frankie whispered. Remember, Zip, oxygen is power. Frankie is big on oxygen. Whenever I'm nervous, he always tells me to take some deep breaths. He learned this from his mom, who's a yoga teacher. She's really good at yoga. In fact, she's not good. She's great. She is one of the most flexible. She is so flexible she can lift her leg and put her foot in her pocket. Even though I was going to the principal's office, I was determined to leave with style. My head held high. I flashed to the class. My best smile, the one where I show both the top and the bottom teeth. Then in the middle of maybe the greatest exit ever, the loudspeaker buzzed again. And don't you dare stop at the bathroom, young man, it said. Now, how? Didn't know I was going to do that. Everyone laughed as I left. No laughing in class, Miss Olaf said. She shouted and banged on her desk with the pointer she had. That's one of her rules, Miss. That's one of her rules. Miss Olaf doesn't believe in laughing. She thinks 4th graders laugh too much. There are 2 4th grade teachers in my school. One named Mr. Sicklin. He's really nice. He plays soccer with everyone at recess and never gives homework on the weekends. Then Miss Adolf. She doesn't play any games and gives 2 tons of homework even on the weekends. With my luck, I got Miss Adolf. I could practically hear my heart pounding as I walked down the hall. Principal Love has a way of making you nervous, especially when you don't know what you've done wrong. I was trying to think about him. I was trying not to think about him. So I looked at all the welcome back decorations in the hall instead. The hall The halls in my school are painted yuck green. You know that color of melted pistachio ice cream? But the decorations really helped cheer things up. I liked Miss Hart's door, which had an underwater theme. All the 5th graders in her class had pasted pictures of their face onto octopus heads. Mr. Silicon's was my favorite. All the kids' heads were soccer balls. I told you he was cool. When I reached the stairs, I thought about sliding down the banister, but I was already in enough trouble, so I took the steps, 2 at a time. My mouth was dry when I got to the bottom, so I stopped at the water fountain to get a drink. Just as I took my first swallow, the loudspeaker buzzed again. "I'm waiting, Mr. Zipzer," it said. Principal Love has the kind of voice that sounds like it belongs to a really tall man with lots of bushy hair. That's black, bushy black hair. But actually, Principal Love is a short and bald, except a little fringe of red hair. I ran down the hall. I couldn't get in trouble for running in the halls if it took place as I was running to the principal's office, right? When I got to the office, I took a deep breath. I looked up at the sign above the door. "Leland Love, Principal," it said. I had been here before, many times. Too many times. Way too many times. Slowly, I pushed open the door. I walked inside and came face to face with the 5 of them. No, not people. There was only 1 person in there. I'm talking about things. The things on the things on Principal Love's face. 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mole on his cheek that looked like the Statue of Liberty, without the torch. I don't know if it is possible for a mole to frown, but trust me, this one didn't look happy. "Approach me, young man," Principal Love said. I wanted to. I really did. But my feet were stuck to the carpet. It was as if I had a big wad of gum stuck to the sole of my shoe. "Were you or were you not tardy today?" Principal Love asked. I didn't answer because I found that when Leland Love asks a question, he likes to answer it himself. "You were 17 minutes late," he said. See what I mean? Did we not have this talk 30 times in 3rd grade, 15 times in 2nd grade, and I won't even refer to 1st grade? Principal Love's face twitched. It looked like the Statue of Liberty was hula dancing. I tried not to laugh. That would have gotten me in bigger trouble. "We've had this talk many times," he answered himself. See, he did it again. I looked down at my feet, mostly to keep me from staring at the Statue of Liberty mole. Once you focus on a thing, it's really hard to take your eyes off of it. I noticed that I noticed that I had put on 2 different socks again. One Nike swoosh and the other one a basic Walmart sock. If there's one thing I want you to learn from this experience at PS 87, it is, Principal Love was using his bushy haired tall man voice. "Are you listening to me, young man?" I got both ears working, sir. Actually, I was listening. I was really curious to hear the single most important thing I was supposed to learn in my whole entire elementary school career. Principal Love cleared his throat. "Always be on time when time is involved," he said. Wow, there was. Now, if I could only figure out what that means. "Explain to me how it is possible that you were late on the very first day of school," he said. Okay, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm late a lot, but I don't mean to be. In fact, I try really hard to have everything ready on time. My pencils are all sharpened. My 3 ballpoint pens ready to roll, a protractor, a ruler, and a compass in my pencil pouch. But this morning, I had a problem. I'm pretty sure I remember putting my book bag on my desk chair before I went to bed. But somehow, I don't have an exact reason for this, but my backpack played hide and seek during the night. And this morning, it took me 20 minutes to find it. It was in the coat closet by the front door. But try telling Lee Love that. I'm waiting for an answer, said Principal Love. And all that squeaked out of me was, "Can't explain it, sir." "Well then, absorb this," he said, "because I'm only going to say it once. Punctuality and the 4th grade go hand in hand." He paused. Then he said it again, just like I knew he would. "Punctuality and the 4th grade go hand in hand." I'm not sure, but I think the Statue of Liberty on his face nodded in agreement. Okay, so that's chapter 1. So I will do chapter 2 tomorrow. And I guess we'll figure out what happens next. So hopefully you like this book. I think it's pretty interesting. I haven't read it, so I'm kind of reading it with you. But hopefully you like it.